Hi y'all. All right, we're starting our makeup purge series and I'm gonna start with face. I think that's our skin. I think that's probably the best thing to start with. So we're gonna start with some primers. I'm not a huge primer girl at all. Like, I probably tried these for my kit to see if it was something that I wanted to add to my kit, and they didn't make it because I am not a primer girl. I just think if you use good skincare and you prep your skin really good, that it's not that necessary. But I'm not saying these aren't bad. I'm just saying they're not great, even though I love all of these brands. So the first one is MAC Studio Radiance. This actually, I think, has, moisturizing, illuminating, silky primer base. It's supposed to be like more of a radiance, like hydrating, moisturizing primer. I did actually kind of like this. If you wanted to kind of have more of a dewy look, it was nice. And it had like this little bit of a shine to it. It wasn't like super greasy or anything like that. It was actually pretty decent if you wanted something with a little bit of hydration to it. So that was actually not bad. This is the one size, I'm gonna have to get glasses, guys. I keep saying that in all my videos. This is their mattifying primer. I don't really know that I thought this worked great. I think it was okay. Some people swear by this and, love it. So I will take their word for it. I didn't find that to be so, hence why there's not a whole lot out of the bottle and it didn't make it to my kit. This was another kind of it was the Makeup Forever Control Shine. This is a silicone primer. I think silicone primers are a waste of money. I feel like when you put a silicone on the skin of any type, your makeup is going to slide right off. I don't understand the point of them, and I will die on that hill for that. So, and I will argue with anybody on that. So anyway, my opinion. This is the Tarte Pore Filling. Now this actually does work. It does what it says it's going to do. When you press it in, if you're gonna swipe it, it's gonna ball up. So you have to press this product in, and a little tiny bit goes a long way. It comes in this little pot, and that's why it comes in a small pot, because it's not really for all over the face. It's really where you have like enlarged pores. So it does what it says it's going to do. But if you don't have enlarged pores and you don't have a little bit of oily skin, you're not going to like this. But if you do, you will love this. This is one of my favorite YouTubers' favorite products. Her name is Tati. Shout out to Tati. Love you, Tati. Okay, so we'll go down to, or up to some foundation. And we'll just kind of start grabbing some things. These were Isden drops. They're pigment drops. We didn't sell these at Midstate Skin, but I got them from the rep. These are actually pretty amazing. They are, I can't remember the percentage of pigment that's in one of these drops. These are awesome. You can mix them with your foundation, you can mix them with your moisturizer, you can mix them with anything you're putting on your skin. The only thing is that I think they only have one color. So that is limited because these are dark. Maybe there's a couple colors, but these are pretty dark. So, that's kind of a drawback to them, but awesome, awesome product. And I think they're waterproof. So it's nice. The other thing they say is you can mix it like with your body moisturizer and put it there for like body makeup, which is nice too. And it's waterproof. So, all right, these, oh my gosh, obsessed. These are the HD foundation sticks from Makeup Forever. These are amazing. These are like a full coverage. I mean, they're like cake makeup basically, but they don't look like cake makeup. It's hard to find my color in them. That's the only reason I don't wear this every day, is because the colors don't really, it's hard to find my color. But for contour and bronzing on the face for a cream bronzer, phenomenal. Love, love, love. I have 4 of these in my in my bin right now. And those are not going in the garbage. So, and I would repurchase. So those are awesome. And okay, so this is the MAC Studio Radiance foundation. This is a beautiful foundation. They came out with this a couple years ago. This is like 90-something% skincare or something like that. This is a beautiful foundation, but this is for a specific person. It's not a full coverage. It's not, I mean, it's like almost maybe a medium coverage. I would say light to medium coverage. I mean, I did use quite a bit of it. I put a dent in it. It is very, very pretty. It's not long wearing. I don't know that I would say this is good for Florida because of all of the skincare ingredients in it. It's not great for humidity. It's not humidity proof. It's not gonna like last all day. So unless you are super matte or not dry, you might love this. This might be amazing for you if you are extremely dry and you want something that's not super full coverage. This might be the perfect foundation for you, which would be beautiful. But it's not, I don't know that it would still be long wearing. So it just depends on what you're looking for. It is a beautiful finish foundation. It's just not like my favorite MAC foundation. My favorite MAC foundation is Studio Fix Fluid, which I also have one of those here. But this is the old one, which was still better. It's not that the new one's bad. The new one's still great, but the old one was still better. Still will repurchase, absolutely repurchase. Okay, next in line, this I don't think they make anymore, which is a shame. This was the Jouer foundation. This was a really full coverage foundation and you only needed 1 drop of it, but it was beautiful on the skin. It was so thin, but it covered so well. It was absolutely beautiful. And it didn't really become popular, which was really sad because it was a really beautiful foundation. This is actually one of my favorites. I've used most of this up. I talked about this in my foundation video of how to pick out your best foundation. This is the Estee Lauder, it's such a long name. I don't know who comes up with these names. Futurist Hydra Restore SPF 50, 45, I think. Beautiful finish. And it's a pretty long wear. It's not full coverage, but it's a medium coverage. Beautiful foundation. Love that one. All right. This is interesting. This is some people's ride or die foundation. This is the Ambient Lighting by Hourglass foundation. You know, I tried to absolutely love this foundation, but I didn't. I would wear it and I'd be like, okay, you know, it's okay. And then I would like go back to my other ones and I'd be like, gosh, these are so much better. And then I would go back to this one and I'd be like, okay, let me give it another try. And I couldn't love it. I mean, it's pretty. It's not a bad foundation. It's just not what people rave about that it is. It's really thick, which I don't really mind in a foundation. I enjoy thick foundations, then doesn't really matter to me. I can make anything work. But for the price and for, yeah, I don't know. I would not repurchase. We'll just say that. We all know, love. This is the LYS one. Oh, this is the contour color. I liked the contour. It's a little bit warm for me, even warmer than what I have on today. So I liked it, but I think I would pick another color if I bought a contour color. But I love that brand and that, the foundation, love it. This is another ride or die. This is in my makeup kit when I do weddings. This is the Estee Lauder Camouflage Double Wear. This is way more full coverage than their regular double wear. I also have that in here. This to me is not like a full coverage. I know that people have said that for so long. There are so many other foundations that are more full coverage than this. This is like a camouflage. Like this is, I mean, one tiny little drop, but this is extremely drying. So much more matte than this one is. But this is this is not an everyday foundation. This is something that you're gonna use mixed in usually with something else, or thin it out with like a oil or something like that. But I keep this in my kit to use mixed in with other things. I don't ever use this by itself. And I usually always mix these colors because it's not usually, their colors are a little bit too warm normally. So I always usually have to mix everything, which is fine. Okay, so this was the drugstore version of this. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. I'm pretty sure these are the same product. This is like a tad higher on my list than this, but if you put them both on my face and I didn't know which one, I mean, it would be a pretty close call. So if you didn't want to spend this price, this is an excellent foundation. They're both medium coverage. All right. Makeup by Mario foundation. This isn't a foundation. This is a contour stick. It won't go up anymore. I've noticed with some of his new packaging, I feel like it's gotten better. His original packaging was crap. I love you, Mario. I flew to New York to see you in your class, but there was a couple products that I was really upset with. But anyway, love your powders, love your concealers, all the things. Okay, NARS. These are the soft matte foundations. These are an acquired taste, I guess you can say. Even though I have a little bit oily skin during the day, these are still too matte for me. I still have to mix a little bit of an oil with these. And again, the colors are not my favorite. NARS does tend to be more warm undertones, not really cool undertones. But even that being said, even when I do mix them, I do have to mix like an oil or something with these, or mix this with a more hydrating foundation. Like this and the Radiant foundation from MAC would probably be beautiful. I might actually even try that tomorrow. We'll see. That would probably work really nice, but it's just a little bit too matte, but they're very full coverage. Like one drop will do ya, which are great. I think this foundation is discontinued or about to be discontinued. This is the Smashbox full coverage 24-hour foundation. This foundation was amazing, absolutely amazing. One of my most favorite foundations came in this little tube right here. But again, this was almost as full coverage as the Estee Lauder. Close, not as full coverage, but right under there. But mixing this with a oil or a little drop of a hydrating foundation, oh, absolutely beautiful. Those went in my kit too. Then, okay, we have the Estee Lauder. This is a beautiful foundation. This is very similar to the Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. They're owned by the same company. This is a little thinner than Studio Fix Fluid from MAC, but I also think Studio Fix Fluid from MAC is a little bit more full coverage than this is. And I think it wears better than this does. This is still a beautiful foundation. I still have this in my kit. But if we're comparing the two, I do love the Studio Fix if we're having to like pick and choose. I don't like to pick and choose, but if we had to. I bought these Milani Perfecting, they're like the Drunk Elephant bronzing drop dupes or something like that. Everybody was like going crazy over those. I don't understand the concept. I think, I just don't understand the concept. If you want a tan, do a self tanner and then do a foundation. I just don't understand the concept of them. I understand if you want to mix them with something to darken a foundation or give the foundation a little bit of like a glow with a deepened undertone, that makes sense to me. But to put drops on your skin that are too dark for your skin, I don't understand the concept. I'm at a loss for that. I just don't understand it. Unless you're trying to match your body or something like that, then maybe, but it still doesn't make sense to me, because if you're using something that is not a matte color or a matte tone, I just don't think it's going to work. It's always going to look patchy if you're using something with a, not shimmer, but a sheen, versus just using a deeper foundation or using something to give you a little bit of a tan, and then you can add this to your foundation or your skin tint or your moisturizer or something like that, and then give you a little bit of a sheen. It's just a way better concept to me to do it that way. But I think that's a whole nother video. Anyway, okay, so we have these LA Girl mixing mediums. They're mixing pigments. I don't really have this one in my kit. I have the white one in my kit. I have them in there because if I'm in like in a predicament where I ran out of like a really, really dark foundation or really light foundation or something like that, and I need to kind of lighten something up or darken something up, I can. I think that has happened to me like one time in 16 years, thank goodness, but I can usually do miracles with like some concealer and things like that. And I also have like palettes like this that have other colors I can use and things like that. But the good thing about these is that if you have a foundation that you love and you don't want to have to buy a new foundation for winter time, you can buy the LA Girl mixing medium and you can just use this to lighten your foundation during the winter time, and you don't have to find a new color. It doesn't change the consistency of what you're using for your foundation. It's just going to change a little bit of the color depending on how much you put in. And then if you wanted to use this for summertime to darken it up a little bit, if you're used to your winter color, then you can do that. They have all different colors of the prime colors that you can do, but that's kind of a little bit advanced if you're not really wanting to do all that. But those are really two good colors to kind of have on hand, and a little bit goes a long way and it'll change the color that you're wanting to use. Okay, we have, I forgot I had this. I actually don't know how to say this. It's by Mayron. Mayron is a professional makeup company. It's not really like mainstream. They don't care about packaging. They just care about the product. Their products are phenomenal for makeup artists. But I got this at a makeup show, and it's kind of like a cake makeup, but it is so good. So good. I forgot I had this, and this is going back in my vanity. All right, this is, I heard so many things about this. This is the NYX Total Control Pro drops. They're supposed to be this like full coverage foundation, but they're like drops and they're supposed to be amazing and blah, blah, blah. Hated it. This is the Kokie foundation. I don't know if you guys know about Kokie. Their concealer is chef's kiss. If you like a full coverage concealer, so good. It is a little bit more on the drying side, so you have to wear a really good eye cream. I didn't love the foundation. I probably need to give it a little bit more of a go, because I think I only did it like once or twice. So I might keep that out and give it maybe another go. All right, I have the Bye Bye Redness. This stuff is amazing. They do have different colors, and you can use this as like a foundation, or you can use it under your foundation. I don't tend to use it a lot because I use a full coverage foundation every day. If I was to do like a really light foundation and I just wanted to cover up my redness, I could do that with this and then do a light foundation all over. That works really beautifully. I bought this. This is Dr. Jart's. It's like a redness. It counteracts red when you put it on. It's like a green tint to it. It was okay. Not a huge fan. All right, Milk Makeup. They have these like little, they're actually really nice as far as convenience wise, because if you wanted to do just like a little contour or something, you could do this. If you wanted to draw on your face, or you could do like a little brush. These are actually really nice. I liked this. I liked the color. The color is really, really nice and cool for what am I trying to say? Let me turn my phone off. For a contour. So that was really nice. I think Cover FX still has these. This is actually a pretty foundation. This is a pretty medium to full coverage, but I'm almost positive they might have discontinued this. That's why I almost didn't put it in here, but I'm pretty sure this was discontinued. This foundation, if the color had been right, this actually was really pretty. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. I don't remember why I picked this up. This was actually really pretty on the skin. It just, the color was like really odd. It was kind of like a peach, very strange color. These are two of my most favorite drugstore foundations. This is the Super Stay by Maybelline. Excellent foundation. It's technically a tint, I think, but so good. And then this is the L'Oreal True Match. If you're choosing between the two, this is my favorite. This is right underneath. This is gonna last longer on the skin. It's thinner and it has a little more coverage to it, but they're both beautiful. This is a little bit more matte. This is a little bit more luminous looking, but it's not matte. It's like a soft matte. So both are beautiful. Okay, I think we're done with my foundation section. So now we can go to concealers. You guys, concealers. Okay, I always think I'm gonna find the next best thing when it comes to concealers and foundation. It's like, it's ridiculous. A lot of these are duplicates because I'll buy like 2 at a time because, you know, I'm not sure about the color or something like that. So it's ridiculous. Okay, so this was MAC Studio Radiance Concealer. It's 24-hour Luminous Lift Concealer. This is a pretty concealer. It's really, really pretty. It's not my favorite from MAC. It's not full coverage. It's barely medium, but it's a really nice concealer if you're wanting something just kind of like an everyday throw on, and you don't really have to worry about like a lot of creasing, and you don't have to worry about really blending it out and things like that. And the applicator of this is really cool. It's like fuzzy. It's so satisfying. Like when you put it on, it's actually really nice. I actually kind of liked it. Okay, these, I actually have tons of these because I really like this concealer. But I just always find something new and then I feel like it's better, and you know how it goes. So I have like 4 of these concealers, probably have more. This is the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. This is excellent. It's very thin. The colors are great. Price is right. Drugstore pricing. Actually better than drugstore pricing because those are getting out of control. And blends in like a dream. Great coverage. Would definitely repurchase. Love those. I'll show these, but I think I'm pretty sure these are discontinued. These are the KVD. When Kat Von D was actually the owner of KVD, these were really good concealers, like really good. But I think they're discontinued. I have like 3 or 4 of those too. Okay, L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage Wear. Oh, excellent, excellent concealer. The NYX HD, no, it's a no. One Size Beauty concealer, it's decent. It's pretty good. It's not my all-time favorite, but it's probably like in, you know, top 10, I would say. I've got a couple colors of this and they were pretty decent. Would I repurchase? I don't know. I think there's better. He has some amazing products though. I'll get to his other products that are like the bomb. All right, this is the Bobbi Brown, I think it's the eye corrector. If you just want just like a brightener corrector, just like take your ring finger and dot, 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 and don't do anything else. Excellent product. Okay. The Pro line from LA Girl. This is the green one. I bought it just to try to figure out if it would cover up some of my redness. Guys, I did cupping. Please ignore that. I obviously needed some help. So I bought the green one, but the other ones, so many people love them. They make my eyes sting a little bit. I have really bad allergies, but so many people love those concealers and they're like, I don't know, $5 or something. It's crazy. Huda concealer. I don't know if she still has these concealers. These were really good. I had these in my kit for a while. Before Estee Lauder came out with their new concealer, this was awesome. I had these I still have some of these in my kit. Awesome concealers. This is a MAC 24-hour, I think it's Studio Fix 24-hour. Yeah, 24X. This is a pretty good one. You know, not too bad. These, I think these are so old. They were like in the back of my drawer or something. These were the Makeup Forever concealers. I don't even know how long I've had these. Like the doe foot was so good though. These were a little cakey, but I don't even think they make them anymore. So. And I have the EXA. I don't even remember what brand this is. It's like a pink kind of, it's supposed to be like super brightening. You can put it over concealer, under concealer. It was okay. This is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. Let me tell you something. When this came out, this was the bomb. Like it was one of the best concealers ever. I mean, I used it like as a foundation. I used it for everything. It was so good. I think it works really well if you put it on the skin, let it sit for a few minutes. A lot of concealers are like that. You have to be careful which concealer you do that with though, because the new Estee Lauder one, don't do that because it will dry and you can't move it. But that one, you would let it sit for a few minutes and then blend it out and it would thicken up a little bit and it would, oh, it's so good. I have another L'Oreal for contour. I use this as contour, 1 dot, so good. Oh, these are the Kokie concealer. Oh my God, these are so good, so good. I forgot I had these lighter colors. Those are in my kit. This is the Maybelline Eraser. This is like the brightener. These are really good, excellent. Born This Way concealer. I actually got this for my contour because you can use this like it's meant to be used on the face, under eyes, everything. This is really, really, really good. And the awesome thing about this is that it's such a good, large component that your money goes such a long way with this, because it's almost like drugstore pricing, because it comes in such a large component. So it's awesome. Okay. What are we going to, oh, powder. Let's do powder. Okay. It's going faster than I thought. All right. First up is Pat McGrath. And I love me some Pat McGrath, but this powder was like, no, this is like a setting powder. I don't know why people raved about this. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Wasn't impressed. This I was impressed with, clearly, because it's almost gone. The Makeup Forever setting powder, HD setting powder. This is not the one that turns you white. There is the one that turns you white unless you're on camera. Not with the flash, but unless you're like actually on camera. But this is not, this has a little color to it. So this was really nice to set the face. I did a little bit of under eye setting and stuff. This was really nice. I had this in my kit for a while. And then MAC Studio Fix. This one was a little too dark for me as far as under eye setting and actually setting the face as well. I don't remember what color this is. And I need glasses, clearly, for the 50,000th time that I keep saying I need glasses. I might give this to my friend. It's just too dark, but I love the consistency of it. This is a random thing, but this is the Sephora Switch color. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. This is like a little brush cleaner. You put your brush, I don't have a brush over here. You can literally just like clean your brush in between like an eyeshadow thing and just run this in here and it cleans the brush really quick. It's a really good thing to have, because you can get it anywhere. All right, this is a MAC. I think this is a highlighter. Yeah. I mean, who needs a highlighter this big? Who needs this? I mean, that would go to, like, if I had children, this would go to my great grandchildren. It was okay. It was just too gold. It's just too gold for me and most people. This is the Dermablend translucent powder. This is really nice if you're just trying to set the face and you want the face really matte and you don't want to change the color of it at all. This is I mean, it is white. Like, it's white but it's translucent. But it's matte. And the reason they did this is I don't know if you guys know about Dermablend, but Dermablend is, they came out with body makeup, and this was to set the body makeup so it wouldn't move. So you would put a little bit on, set it with the powder, put a little bit more on, set it with the powder. But you can use this with their makeup or other makeup. I liked it, I really did, but it's very matte, and I don't really care for super, super matte makeup. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I mean, it's okay. I think I would like to use it on somebody that has really large pores to see if it really makes a huge difference. Like, do it on one side of their face versus the other side of their face. That would really be a good test to see if it really made a huge difference. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This is another one of those powders you have to be careful with because it is super brightening. So if you go and put it under the eyes and you go do a flash photography, or if you go do something like that, it's gonna flash back. So while it's great, you gotta be careful with it. And this is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydrate. This is one of those powders. I don't know if you guys have ever tried them, but when you put them on, they feel like water, and it's such a weird feeling. I don't know. I just think I didn't really care for it. I thought it kind of made my under eyes look kind of weird. I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it. There you go. Okay, this is the old Studio Fix, MAC Studio Fix. Guys, I don't know y'all's opinion on talc or ingredients for makeup or whatever. And I'm not going to get into an argument about anybody, but if it's not broke, can we not try to fix it? I mean, MAC Studio Fix powder has literally been the best powder ever, like ever. So why did we change it? Why couldn't we just add one? Anyway, I'm holding on to my originals. Thank God this is like still going. Obviously I would repurchase. I haven't had to buy the new one yet. So I haven't heard super great things about it, but we'll see. I'll give it a try. This was the Glow Wish by Huda. I don't know if she still has these. This was beautiful. This is a bronzer, and it has like the swirl, kind of like a highlighter in it, but just a little sheen to it, similar to like what an Hourglass would be. Really, really nice. This is the NYX Matte Bronzer. This was obviously, I loved this bronzer. I hit pan on it, which is very rare for me. This was beautiful. I really liked this. It was matte, but it wasn't hard matte, if you understand what I'm saying. It still gave the skin life, which is hard to do. This is Sephora Bronze. I liked that. This is actually very similar to the NYX as far as color, but I liked the NYX better than the Sephora. The Sephora was nice, but it wasn't as nice as the NYX one. I have a random blush in here. This is the Essence Pure Nude. Excuse me. These blushes are amazing. The bomb. This is the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I obviously hit pan on this. This is a beautiful powder. I don't know if it's better than other powders that I have. I'm not saying it's worse or that it's better. I'm just saying I do have powders that are just as good than this one. So I don't know that I would buy this one again. So one size, this is the white one. I bought this for, I think it was like Halloween or something. And I also thought, I was like, oh, I could use this under my eyes. Yeah, no, like it is white out. I mean, if you're like super, super pale, you might be able to use it, but his regular, this is like the white, but the first color up, I use under my eyes or on my face. Beautiful powder, beautiful. Love his powder. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour powder. Like this and Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, it's pretty close. This has a little more coverage to it, but when I mean Charlotte Tilbury, like there's something out there that's close. I mean, it's pretty close. So, you know, not gonna lie. Okay, so, all right. Oh, I have another blush. This is probably so old. This is a Too Faced blush. I love this blush. This is so pretty. I had like a, you see the glitter going everywhere. I had like a purplish kind of one or a pinkish kind of one or something. These blushes are so pretty, but I've had the thing forever. I just can't get rid of certain things. I don't know why. Okay, let's do a little Hourglass. God, this thing is so dirty. This is an Hourglass ambient lighting palette. So I know when these come out, people go crazy over them, like just feral. And I don't really enjoy the palettes. I love the powders. Like I used the bronzer today in the single pan, and I have a blush that I use all the time. I love it, but I don't really love the pans. And I know why, because they're so small and I can't get into each one of them how I want to. Like my bronzer brush would have to take up 4 of these. So for me, it's not practical, and it just annoys me. So I feel like if they were bigger pans, it would make sense to me, but it's not. It's just like, here's like a regular powder, and this is the whole palette. So I just don't feel like it's practical. And I tried to put it in my kit because I was like, well, maybe I could do like a little detailed work or something like that. And I put it in my kit and I had it in there for months and I never pulled it out to use it. And so I was like, well, I'm taking it out because it's heavy and I'm not even using it. So there's that. Okay, so what is next? Let's do a little eyeshadow. Guys, I have 20 eyeshadow palettes here we're gonna go through. All right, we'll start with the Too Faced Peaches. This palette is very nice and it still smells like peaches. I don't even know when I bought this, guys. This was, don't even know when, but I'd repurchase for sure. This was Too Faced Chocolate. This is pretty. I don't know that I would repurchase this one because it's mostly shimmers, and I've come to know that even on younger skin, I tend to use more matte colors and then accentuate with a shimmer or a sheen. So I don't really use them a whole lot. This is the Amrezy. Do y'all remember? This is like quite old. This is a pretty palette. Like, I love the bottom row of this. The bottom row of this is like an everyday except for the hot pink. Like, that is an everyday palette. That's really, really pretty. I don't know that I would repurchase. I don't know. I mean, we can't purchase a lot of these. This is the Anastasia. I can't read that. Anastasia something. Anyway, this is pretty. I don't love the color story when I got it home and started kind of playing with it. I like the size of these palettes though. These palettes are really nice. God, I wish this was still available, because this was the KKW Mario, Makeup by Mario. This was their palette together before he came out with his own line. This is a good palette, guys. Like, this color right here. Oh my God. This color right here. I don't know if y'all can see like how, you can't even see how pretty it is. You just can't even see how pretty it is. And this color, oh, it's just so pretty. You can't even see it. I still will put this in my makeup kit because it's still like one of my most favorite palettes. And the funny thing is when you're looking at this palette, it looks like it's nothing special. Like, I mean, these are just kind of like nude tones, and there's a couple like sheen and shimmers, and there's mattes. But when you're doing a bride or bridesmaids, like this is what you want. And they work so well together. The tones when they go on the skin, like it was a genius palette. Excellent. Okay, Natasha Denona. She knows her stuff. She knows her, I mean, she's came out with like the best concealer. She started out with just eyeshadows, like makeup artist. We've loved her eyeshadows way before they were even popular. Like, she just, oh my God, amazing. And I'll show you like one of her first eyeshadow palettes that I ever bought, like saved my money for it. And I also feel like her eyeshadows when she first came out were the best. I do feel like those consistencies of those shadows, and I'll show you the palette, I feel like those were the best. And those were, and not that hers are bad now, but they were the best. So I did take a couple of these out to put like in a palette that I put together, like for my makeup kit or whatever. Anyway, this is a really pretty palette. This is called the Glam palette. And I really like this palette. This palette was really pretty. And this is a good, this is like a good travel palette, but if you notice on the back of her palettes, there's these little holes and you push the hole out and that's what makes the shadow pop out. So you can actually take her shadows and you can make your own palette. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can do that with her palettes. All right, this is Natasha Denona Biba palette. This was really pretty. This was like a warm palette. And I actually used this more than I thought I would. Because I'm not a huge, like, super warm shadow girl, but that palette was really nice. Oh, I bought this when I went to New York with my bestie. It's the Anastasia Glow. It's like a highlighter kit, glow kit, clearly a hit pan. This palette is the bomb. Love, love, love. Okay, this is the palette I'm talking about. This is the Natasha Denona. This is the Star palette. This is well loved. You can tell it's well loved. These shadows are like butter, but they're so, I mean, they're just so easy to blend. The consistency of these is just they're another level. They remind me of like a Pat McGrath. If you've ever felt Pat McGrath shadows, that's what they remind me of on that level. All right. This little gem, this is like a little Sephora. It has like a blush and like 2 highlights in here. I actually used this quite a bit. Like I took this traveling and all kinds of stuff. I actually used it a lot. All right, you guys, a little nostalgia. Makeup Geek, may she rest in peace. Oh, God, why did Makeup Geek have to die? Makes me sad. I still use it. I don't care. It's so good. Yeah, like bronzer, blush highlight, like it's still so good. I mean, the pigment's still there. And I have another one. It's just so good. Oh, Marlena. All right. This is a Huda Beauty, like one of those little travel ones. This palette, beautiful, like beautiful. And these purples are unique. Like they're not just purple, they're kind of like pinkish purple, all that kind of stuff. That's really pretty. This Tartelette Starlight, I think I got this actually like last year or something. They had one of those, like you got 3 for whatever or something. This is actually beautiful. This is gorgeous. Like this color in the middle right here on deeper skin tone. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Usually when you buy those ones that are like buy 3 for, you know, 35 or something, the quality's not there or whatever. Those were really, really nice. All right, so so you can buy these little palettes like this from Makeup Forever, and you can like fill them with your own stuff. But this one came filled with removable shadows, and I forgot I had this. I'm so excited I found this today. This is so nice. So like this has shadows, and then this is like one big highlight kind of shadow. And I'm so excited I found it. So, but I have several of these. These are so nice to have just to kind of, like I said, if you wanted to take a couple of your favorite shadows out of your big palettes to travel with or just use for every day. These are really nice to grab. I think you can get them on Makeup Forever site. This was NARS Orgasm, one of their like specialty highlighter blush palettes, I think. You know, when they do these, I actually don't love them. I love their individual things. It's kind of like the hourglass thing. I just don't love them. Again, I can't get my brush where I want it. I end up just using the whole thing, which is still beautiful, but you're paying more for what you should if that's what you're gonna use it for. Oh, speaking of a highlighter palette, This is probably my most used highlighter palette I've ever had. Like, this was the best. This was from Anastasia with Nicole Guerrero. They did it together and it was, oh my God, so good. Loved it. I got this, I think this was like 2 years ago, the Tartelette Full Bloom palette. This thing is so heavy, which I hate. It's okay. The color scheme is gorgeous, like beautiful. It smells beautiful. I don't know why we need a smell to a palette, but the colors are beautiful. I bought this to have for like in my kit for like a makeup, you know, or a bridal party kind of thing, because these colors are heaven. But every time I would use it, I would just be underwhelmed with it. And it's not like it was ugly or anything like that. It was just kind of like, it didn't translate on the skin, on the eyes, how I wanted it to translate. If you do makeup, you'll understand what I'm saying. Or if you do your makeup a lot and you've used some colors and stuff, I don't know, it just didn't translate how I wanted it to. Which was really disappointing because it's a huge palette and it would have been amazing. But this one, this Tartelette, this is like all very, very, very cool undertone shadows. Excellent palette. And that's by Tarte. So that's the thing, like you can love a brand as far as like loving all their stuff, and then you can hate one of their products. It's okay. It's all right. This is, excuse me, this is from Sephora. I don't even know that I used this. I think I swatched it and I didn't like the swatches. So I just like threw it in my drawer and didn't try it. So I guess I need to try it. I don't know. All right. This, you guys will remember this one, Modern Renaissance from Anastasia. Hit pan on this baby. And again, it's so funny because I don't love warm tones, but that palette, so good. This was a Smashbox palette, and I don't remember why I bought this palette. I think it was like on clearance or something. I don't even know that I've used it. I guess I'll try, but I don't know that they sell this anymore. I'll have to look at it. Okay, those are all my big palettes. So we'll move on to my smaller ones here. All right. These tiny little guys pack a punch. All right, so these are some Wet n Wild little palettes that are so good to travel with. All right, so the Wet n Wild smaller palettes like this are actually really good if you're wanting something just like smaller. This is the Marilyn Monroe one. This whole line of what they came out with, the Marilyn Monroe, the highlighter in this was really pretty. The lipstick I have somewhere that was really pretty. I think it's right here actually. Yeah, this one, the red that they came out with, that was really pretty. And then these bigger ones, this one and this one, like the warm and the cool, these are really good. Like these, I feel like the textures of these are a little bit better than the smaller ones. These are really, really, really nice. And they're so inexpensive, like really inexpensive. Okay, these little elf, little guys like this, it's so good. I think these were $4 or $5 or something, like, and you can do a whole look with this, so good. My Natasha Denona small ones like this, I think these are like 25 bucks. These are excellent. These are good gifts for Christmas. Like if you wanted to buy somebody like a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, but you didn't want to spend like the $50, $60, These are so good because they come with, you know, shimmers, mattes. There's the all matte one. I use the all matte one today, which is so good. Anybody could use that one. Really, really nice. This one, I think I got this one on like clearance or something. I haven't really used it a lot, but the colors are really, really pretty. I need to get it out and actually use it, but it's Natasha Denona, so it should be good. All right, one more section of palettes. Oh dear. Okay, guys, Kiko, the brand Kiko, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I think it's I want to say it's like a European brand. So good. So good. This is like a little twofer kind of thing. You have like a couple different shades of this. I mean, I could barely get this like off when I put it on, like the blue. It was crazy. I got a couple like She Glam just to kind of try them. These were okay. Not too bad. Oh, this palette. This is a Pat McGrath. This is like small but mighty. Small but mighty. It is so good. So good. She has another one, I think this size too. I think it's like a warm one that I haven't gotten it, but it's like the same idea of that. But I would highly suggest. All right, this is Glossier. This, I have like 3 or 4 of these. These are really, really good. It comes like with one matte, one sheen, one shimmer. These are excellent. These are like, I think they're like $25 or something like that. Like this is a really pretty one. I think I have like a nudish color one or something. Really, really nice. Okay, these are Catrice. Catrice, I think you can only get either on Amazon or their website, but these are really, really, really good. These are like butter. And Catrice, like everything from Catrice that I tried is so good, and their prices are amazing. I think Dose of Color still sells these. These are like I think they're like 5, yeah, like 5 shadows. Talk about pigment, out of this world pigment, and they all kind of have like these, it's called baked browns. This has just all browns in it. I'm pretty sure they still sell these. Dose of Colors is an underrated brand too. Excuse me, guys. All right, this is called Colored Rain brand. I think I got this in like some kind of like packaged gift or something like that. I love this little palette. I want to look into some more, let's see if they have more eyeshadows. This purple right here, probably my all-time favorite shimmer purple. Like it is gorgeous, but I need to see if they have other shadow palettes. This is called Vineyard Soiree is the name of that palette. And then this is called I Love from Sephora. This is a nice little, like, very neutral. This would be a really good palette for a younger teenager that's just getting into makeup, that wants something just really easy to put on, easy to blend, but not going to put too much on. That's a really nice little palette there. All right, you guys, going through it. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go through some eyeshadow, like liquid shadows and stuff like that, like some fun shadows. All right, so that Mayron brand that I told you about, they have these, they're kind of like, you can add like a liquid to them, and this is like a pigment basically. So you can add like a liquid medium with this to make it either an eyeliner or an eyeshadow or something like that, and make it waterproof. I don't think Stila makes these anymore, but I wanted to keep these in here because I wanted to tell Stila if they ever see my video, will you please bring these back? Because these were phenomenal. These were like foil shadows and they came with this like little bottle of a mixing medium. These were the bomb, like by far. Sephora has these like individual shadows. Their shimmer individual shadows are so good. And when you can get Sephora 30% off their brand, great time to get it. All right, I think this is Space Cowboy from Urban Decay. I mean, let's just swatch her. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it. Anyway, classic. That's classic. Okay, these are from Sephora. These are like long wear shadow, oh my God, liquid shadows. I keep these in my makeup kit for brides. These are the bomb. Love, love, love them. I was so happy to find one that hasn't been opened. I can put in my kit because I think I'm almost out of this. Those are amazing. They do not budge when they set. They're amazing. These are Danessa Myricks. She's another amazing makeup artist. These are like little, it's kind of like a shadow mixed with the mixing medium already. I mean, I just put like a tiny little dot on my hand and it just keeps going. I mean, this is another level. So these come in these little paints like this, and you can use them for pretty much anything. Shadow, lipstick, liner, blush, whatever you want to use them for. And they come in all different colors, shimmers, anything. I have a few here, and then I have a few in my kit and in my vanity. Glossier kind of did the same thing. I think I don't really love this color. I think is why it's in here because it's a great product, but I think it's not a great color. Maybe for like an eyeshadow or something like that, but I don't love the color of it. I think I got it for a bronzer. I wanted like a liquid bronzer is what I wanted it for, but I didn't love the color of it. So these are the e.l.f. Little eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadows. And they're the shimmer ones. These are excellent. So the Stila has them, and then this is like the knockoff of the Stila ones, just as good. Very done, very well. The Stila has like all these like fun little colors. They had like a little travel kit that they came out with, but e.l.f. said, hold my beer, I'll do a fun little color too. So I have quite a few of those in here. And then I don't know oh, this is the BK Cosmetics one. This is like a goldish one. This one was such a weird color. I don't think it was the product itself that I didn't like. I think it was just the color. Maybe for like a costume or something it would be fine, but I was like, I put this in here because this is one of the best tools that you can get. It probably still says Kevin Kwan, so I can't get rid of it. I don't think it says Kevin Kwan anymore because I don't think he owns it anymore, but Kevin Kwan was like one of the best makeup artists ever. I have his makeup book over here. Anyway, Shiseido bought his patent for his eyelash curler and it's one of the best. So just FYI. Okay, I think I'm gonna do lips in another video because this is just half of my lips that I have. There's still another whole bag or shebang over here. So I think I'm gonna do lips in another video because it's been an hour since I've been filming just this. So I am going to edit this, and I hope you guys enjoy this. This has been really fun. It was fun to find some stuff that I forgot I had. I found the first makeup brush that I bought when I decided that I wanted to start being a makeup artist. And I wouldn't even call myself a makeup artist for like a couple years after I did makeup, because I just felt like that was such an honor to call myself an artist, and I wouldn't do it for the longest time. I just said I did makeup, and so I wanted it to be something that I worked for, because I was self-taught, and I would just go to Books A Million and I would just read makeup books and look at makeup and just, you know, just read about it and the art of it and all of that. And it was just so cool that I found the first brush that I had ever bought. And I remember exactly where I bought it, in Tampa. And it's just really cool that I still have that, and I will never get rid of it. So anyway, this was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you have like any questions about any specific products that you want to know if are good or not, I probably tried it. So ask me in the comments, and I will, you know, be doing like some makeup videos soon. If you guys have any specific things that you want, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye.